Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to be hanging out in the kitchen. I wanted to invite you guys to hang out with me because I'm gonna be going to two different grocery stores. I'm going to Trader Joe's and then also to Costco, and I want to basically set my home up for success for the summer months, especially when my kids are here, because they're typically here every week, like every other week, and then like on and off throughout the other week. And so I just have them a lot, and so I want to make sure that like we have things prepped and ready in the fridge and in the pantry and all that kind of stuff, so that I don't have to spend so much brain power every single day trying to figure out like what to feed them. So anyway, I'm gonna actually head to the store. Noah's with me today, so we're gonna go. I think Luke and Liam are just hanging out here today, but when we get back, I'll do a big haul and we'll get some food prep done. So let's get to it.
Go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine. Look out, I'm coming through like a wrecking ball, going through the room. I break out like I was born to do. Couldn't stop it if I wanted to. Real good, I'm feeling. Real talk, I break the ceiling. Real soon, I'll be swimming. You can find me in the deep end. I came here ready to go. Living la vida loco. No time to waste, pull out the brakes. I'ma take you away. Catch my wave, you better keep up. Catch my wave, you better keep up. Come on, let me tell you now. Catch my wave, you better keep up. Catch my wave, you better keep up. Look out, I'm shining bright, smiling like I got summertime. Won't stop now, the vibe is right. Couldn't stop it if I wanted to. Jump in.
All right, so we are back from Costco. Noah and I just made it a little morning. We went to Trader Joe's and then to Costco, and I got a lot of stuff. There are some things that I did not get. Like I didn't actually get really, I think, any meat. I do have a lot of that already stocked up in the freezer, so we're just gonna be like pulling from that as we need it. And then also I didn't get a ton of produce, and the reason for that is because I have found that I really like to get a lot more produce from the local grocery store right in town, because I feel like they always have good sales. You can shop a little bit more seasonally and you can get a better amount without it going bad in the fridge. And then again, like they just have sales. I think they call them like loss leaders a lot, but if you go in and shop the sales, you can just save a lot of money. Okay, so my goal with this today is I don't typically go to Trader Joe's, but I want to have a lot of ready to go food, which I know is not like the most healthy, but it will keep sanity. And I definitely feel like stress is way more detrimental than like some less healthy food, even if it's not like made from scratch at home. And so that's kind of my goal, is minimizing stress this summer, especially with the kids being here a lot and working full time and all the things. So I got some different frozen items that I want to keep in the freezer and on hand. And then at Costco, I got some ready-made items along with some staples that we often get. And I just want this to kind of last at minimum a month, but I'm hoping that a lot of it will kind of go into the next month. And then the only things that I need to go to the store for in the meantime would be like pretty much produce, because we have lots of meat in the freezer already. So anyway, with all that being said, let's get into the grocery haul. Okay, so in no particular order, I got some lunch meat, I got some turkey, and then I also got some ham. This was on sale this week, and this stuff honestly is just so good. You can put it with sandwiches, you can put it on bagels, like we like bagel sandwiches in the morning, the kids do. I also got some dishwasher detergent liquid. I've recently heard that this stuff is better than the pods, and I don't feel like the pods actually do as well as they're supposed to, and they're way more expensive. This was on sale. I also got some mac and cheese. This was on sale today. They were demoing it, so we were a little sucker for that one. I also got some individual hummus cups. We either usually get the big tub of hummus or the individual cups, and I noticed that it was saying that the individual cups were a little bit cheaper per ounce, so that's why we went with these. And they're great for like on the go too. I also grabbed some smoked pulled pork. This comes in two different packages, but it's already cooked. You just heat it up, and I thought this is perfect for a busy weeknight meal or even a lunch. I can just heat this up, put it on some buns, and we're good to go, or put it over salad or rice or whatever. You can have this a lot of different ways. Sliced cheese is always the best deal at Costco, and Munster is nice because it's like a light cheese. It kind of goes with anything and also melts really well. It says strawberry flavor and grape crunch. I actually did not see that. I just thought it was a good deal, but I got some grapes. Hopefully the kids will think these are yummy. We're also getting into the summer months, so that means fruit is going to be on sale sale, and the big clamshells of raspberries were $2.99, so I picked up 2 of those. I also got this massive container of feta cheese. I put this on salads. Like, I feel like feta is my favorite cheese. It's just crumbly and so good on everything. So I picked up the big, huge container because that'll last us a long time. Also, I wanted to get another easy weeknight dinner, and so I just got this pack of chicken and mozzarella ravioli. They were sampling this and it was on sale, and it comes in a 2-pack, so I just cut this, keep it in the fridge. You can probably freeze this as well if you wanted, but this would be a great just to add like a sauce to. Okay, then I got some strawberry lemonade and some regular lemonade, and I got this actually for our little slushy machine. We don't have slushies every day, but I prefer doing juice as opposed to a soda when we do, and so this is like a great deal because it ends up being about $3.50 to $4 per big slushy batch, and it's nice because then they can just have it like on and off throughout the day. I also grabbed the Blend by Kinder's seasoning. I don't think I've tried this before, but my favorite seasoning, I haven't seen it in a while, it's from Spice Island from them, and it's like a garlic, pepper, salt seasoning, and this is literally salt, pepper, and garlic, and it was on sale. So pick this one up to try. And I just like to use that stuff on literally everything. Chicken, veggies, potatoes, whatever. I also got some Greek yogurt just to have, but also I want to make little like snack packs for the kids to grab. And so this is always a great deal. Then I got some basil pesto. I love this stuff. It's a great price. It's $10 for this entire huge jar. And if you don't think you'll use it, you can actually section it out in like ice cube trays. But I just keep it in the fridge and we put it with pasta. You can do like a chicken and pesto quesadilla. You can do a lot of things with pesto, not just pasta, but I feel like this stuff adds so much good flavor. You can even put it on sandwiches or wraps. Then next I grabbed some canned salmon. This is great to put on top of salad, or you can even put it in like a wrap or just have it with whatever. I also like to take those seaweed that we get from Costco, but I didn't get any today because we have plenty in the pantry, and put a little rice on there. You can put some salmon or sardines, whatever kind of toppings you want, and you make almost like little, not really sushi, but like kind of like little sushi rolls, and they're really good with that. I picked up some mini tacos. These are nice. These are refrigerated. You cut them in half because they come in 2 packages, but I can just air fry these for like a great easy lunch for the kids. Geez, there's a lot. I think there's like 45 of these, if I'm doing my math right, in 1 pouch. So everybody can have a bunch, just make whatever kind of sauce you want to dip them in, and like so easy for lunch. That's what I mean, like it's not necessarily the healthiest, but the peace of mind is so good. All right, I also picked up some cilantro lime rice. I used to get the Seeds of Change pouches. Those were really great, but we kind of overdid it like years ago, and I honestly just have not even gone back. And so I haven't gotten anything like this in a long time, but sometimes I just don't like think about having rice quick enough to actually make it. And so in those cases, we'll have some cilantro lime rice because I feel like we often are going with like this flavor profile. And so it'll go with a lot of different meals. This is my favorite lettuce. I love it because they're perfect size for like salad boats, or not salad boats, like lettuce boats. You can put taco meat in there. You can honestly make like little sandwiches out of these. And then also you can just like peel them apart, break them apart, and make a yummy salad. So for a lot of reasons I like these, and this is $5 for 5 heads, so it's $1 a head. Now, I didn't do a lot of produce from Costco again because I typically will get it from our local grocery store, but I did get some cauliflower because then I just don't have to do the prep work of this. It took a little easy way out today, but I will put this into a little container so we can have raw cauliflower for snacks ready to go. I got some everything bagels for the bagel sandwiches that my kids have. These are great with hummus, also just a snack, but they're on sale at the moment, or they were this week. And also for that reason, I got 2 bags of the Boom Chicka Pop because these were I think like $3, and they are massive. So they're on sale. So we got 2. Also the world's most massive bag of French fries. You can just pop these in the air fryer. We can put them with whatever. The kids I find like to have these just for like a snack, or we even put them in burritos the other night. It was really good. So it just kind of like fluffs some food up, makes it a little bit more hearty. So I grabbed a big pack of these because we were all out. And then I do like to get a lot of my veggies or frozen veggies from Costco, but I am pretty well stocked in the freezer right now, but we are about out of edamames. So this one I think comes with 12 bags, individual bags of edamame. They're steamable bags. So you pop them in the microwave, put some salt on them, and they're just like a great healthy snack. I got some mayo. I like to make my own ranch, and I use mayonnaise. I actually have been thinking I want to learn how to make my own mayonnaise, but for today I didn't learn, so I just got this. And then I got these mini non-dippers, but I got them because for during the school year, I would make like mini pizzas for the boys. So I'd put like tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese and some pepperonis, and then they could make their own little mini pizzas. For the summer, I figured we could do the same thing. I just don't have to pre-make them, but these are a really great deal. And I got some unsweetened dried mangoes. We love this stuff for snacks, and it was actually on a good deal or a better price than it's been. I think it's been like close to 20 and it was 15. So it is still a lot, but there is no anything added. It's literally just dried mango and it's a good snack. And then this, I was not planning on getting, but I'm gonna do this for dinner for the kids tonight. 4-cheese chicken carbonara lasagna. I've never had it, but it was on sale. So I think it was like around $10. And so that's why we decided to grab this one today. And then the last things from Costco is some cat litter, which I'm not gonna lift up, but it's just a 4-pack of cat litter. And then I also got this green tea. I like this because it's just pure green tea, like Japanese green tea. It tastes really good and I feel like it gives me probably the most energy, even more than like an energy drink. So I like this stuff. Okay, in a minute I'm gonna put that away, but first I'll show you everything that we got from Trader Joe's. All right, so from Trader Joe's, first I got some eucalyptus and I'm actually gonna hang this in my shower. If you haven't done it, it's really nice. You literally just take it and hang it over the shower head and it will dry out over time and it just smells really nice. I don't know, I used to do this all the time and I love it, and I haven't done it in quite a while. Noah and I also picked out 2 different flowers, so I'm gonna put these in the kitchen because I love having fresh flowers. And Trader Joe's has a huge variety and they're pretty good price too. We got a baguette. This is something Noah really wanted and it was $2, so we ended up getting it. But I did get some bruschetta, like tomato mix, and so we'll end up chopping a bunch of this up, toasting it, and putting some bruschetta mix on that. I also got lavash bread, and I used to do this like a lot. I don't know, this was my thing for a while. It's really good size, thin wraps, and I just basically lay it out, make a whole nice wrap, roll it up, and then I cut it in 2, and that gives us like 2 different sandwiches. It's really nice to do. So instead of making like heavier sandwiches and having bread, we'll have lavash bread and we'll have some wraps. Also, Noah dug into, well, we both kind of did. We dug into basically Trader Joe's brand of Takis, and those are really good. But I also looked up some recommendations online of what to get from Trader Joe's, and this one was on there. It was like the ranch Takis. So haven't tried them, but it's like a fun snack. And then I've also been into pickling, like quick pickling veggies, and I saw that you can quick pickle tomatoes, and I've never seen that or heard of that before. So decided to try that one out. And then we're all out of pasta sauce, so I just picked some random ones to try out. So this one's like a tomato basil pasta sauce. This one is a 3-cheese pasta sauce. And then I also got this vodka pasta sauce. So since we have like 3 of them now, that should last us for a while. And then when I went to go visit my sister in Utah and we did her baby nursery, if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up here. She gets like rice cakes, like the regular Quaker rice cakes, cream cheese, and then everything but the bagel seasoning. You can put hot sauce on it, you can put turkey, whatever you want. And so I have been liking to do that, but these are cool because these are like thin. So you can maybe have a little more of them and they're lower carbs. Get some beach day gummy candy. This was a little expected and not fully expected. So I did know that I wanted to get a body butter because I go through my body butters really quickly. It's just like a thick lotion. At first I got this one because I love coconut. So I got coconut body butter. But then I saw that the Brazil nut body butter is in stock right now, which it's not always, it's like very seasonal and they sell out pretty quick. So I got the Brazil nut, and then as I was at the checkout, the lady at the checkout was like, you know, this is the dupe for the Bum Bum cream. And I was like, I did not know that. So I went ahead and got another one because I know it does sell out. And then she was like, if you like that stuff, oil's really good. So I went ahead and got an oil because I also really do use body oil. When I first started going to therapy, my therapist really suggested that I started getting into self-care, and I was always like the worst at self-care. And so since doing that, I've gotten a lot better about self-care and doing this kind of stuff. During that time, I got into like body oils and stuff. So got some of that. And then also this I found out is a dupe for the Laneige lip masks, which I actually have some, but it's running low. And that stuff, I got it from TJ Maxx, but I think normally it's like 25 bucks and this is, I think, like 6. And then last, we just have some frozen items. I got an elote chopped salad kit. I really like these chopped salad kits because you can either have like a massive salad for everybody or you can just do like single serving salad, but it's nice because everything's in here. It's already chopped, like all the work's done for you. I also grabbed some eggs because We have some, but we go through eggs pretty quickly for scrambled eggs or fried eggs or like hard-boiled eggs. Then I wanted to get some different pizzas instead of just getting only like the stuff from Costco. And they have a lot of different pizza options at Trader Joe's. So Noah picked these ones. They're like little mini pizzas. And then I picked out this one because it's really big and good size, but also it's just like a cheese and tomato pizza, so we can just add whatever toppings onto it that we want. And then in my search online for what you should get at Trader Joe's, multiple people said to get the Kung Pao chicken, and this has 4 servings, so that'll be plenty for myself and the boys. And then this one lady was raving about this penne arrabbiata. She said this was really good. Now this one is not as heavy or anything, but I thought this would be great either like as a side dish or something, or even like as a lunch for the kids. Then I got some pot stickers. This was a really good deal. I don't remember exactly how much they were, but they were just a couple of dollars. And this comes with like 20. And then also I saw the chicken chow mein was also recommended. I also picked up this bruschetta sauce. My mom, when she was coming to visit one time, we got this stuff and I just loved it so much. But oh, you know what? This would go really good with like those rice cakes. That would be really good. But also you can put it on the baguette. You can put it on a lot of different things. And it's just like a chunky, kind of like basil-y, garlicky tomato. Okay, this one I just saw in somebody's video and I thought, oh, this is cool. It's like Turkish flatbread stuffed with 3 cheeses. It just reminded me of like a simple grilled cheese, but again, it was only a few dollars and it looked so good on the package, so I decided to pick one up. And that could be, again, like a good side dish or something, like a great snack for the kids. And then last but not least, we got some milk. Okay, so anyway, that is everything that I got. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff away and then we'll get into food prep. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make a quick little slushie. So this, I think, is probably gonna be too much for this. Basically just take like any juice or any, even soda if you want. And you can also do it with like milk to make milkshakes. You literally just pour it in. It doesn't have to be cold or anything. And then you push a button and in like 30 minutes to an hour, it's perfect. And it'll keep it frozen for I think like up to 24 hours or something. Obviously we don't do that. You just let it go like this and soon enough it'll be like frothy and slushy, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so I'm just doing a quick kind of like clean out as I'm putting food away. I'm not doing a full-on deep clean where I'm pulling everything out, going through every single thing, but I am just kind of getting my hands on everything one shelf at a time. It does make it a lot more doable to do this, but I do like to do this, especially when we have like a big shopping trip like this, just to make sure that I'm not storing away anything in the back that is going to go bad or anything, and I'm kind of like really aware of everything that we have. And then also I can wipe down all the shelves and just kind of keep it maintained that way. Just a quick reminder that you do not have to do like a full-on super deep clean every time. Definitely doing a quick run through on your fridge like this actually does a lot more than you think it might. If you are someone like me who's usually kind of more of like an all or nothing person, these quick and convenient wipe downs and go throughs in your fridge are definitely still worth doing. Alrighty, it's a new day and today we're gonna work on all the actual like food prep. So I have a list right here of things that I want to prep out. So we do have some like easy go meals, which is perfect, especially for lunches and things like that. That's kind of like mostly what I got a lot of those for. Dinners are just dinners. We'll just make those every night. But I wanted to prep out some snacks and things like that mostly. So let me set you guys down and we'll go through what we're gonna do. Okay, so I want to make some mini muffins. I'm probably gonna store them in the fridge just because they don't have like a lot of preservatives, which is a good thing, but that means they don't last for a really long time on the counter. So I'll put them in the fridge to kind of help that. I also want to make a pasta salad. This will be very filling, very delicious, but also really simple. And this is nice because you can just like scoop it out. This can be like a good lunch, but also just a snack for the kids. Okay, I don't actually know if I've shown these before or not, but these are really nice to make. You just get like a big pack. You can actually just rinse them out or wash them out and like reuse them. But they come in, I want to say like a pack of 50 or something. So it's just nice to be able to have these like grab and go. So anyway, I'm gonna make a bunch of these little individual cups with lots of different items. So I think I have 4 planned that we're gonna do. So we'll make like 4 of those or 4 styles. I also want to hard boil some eggs, prep out some veggies and fruits. I think the only like meal starter I'm gonna do is rice. Rice is great to add on to anything. I do have that rice that we got from Costco. I love making sticky rice and having that on hand. And so I wanna have that prepped out in the fridge so that we can just reheat it in the microwave and we're good to go. I think that's kind of mostly what I have planned. So let's jump into it. First things first, I'm gonna put on a pot of boiling water so that we can cook our pasta for our pasta salad. And then we'll kind of like let that cool for a few. Also random, but I have to like put this away, so I figure I'll share it with you guys. This is a Butterbell. If you have not seen it, I feel like all over social media. I think it was like an older thing that used to be really popular and then it just kind of like lost its steam, I guess. And then someone remembered it, and now it's like a big thing again. Anyway, I like it because you can keep butter on the counter and it keeps it nice and fresh because it's just softened like this. You place it in here and then you have the bottom piece, you fill that with water, just a little, maybe like ½ an inch or something, and then butter gets sealed with the water and it keeps it nice and soft and fresh on your counter for a while. Also, I haven't done this in a little while, but I was making my own butter and I loved it. It's so good, really easy. So I might get back into doing that, but for today, this is just store-bought butter, but I get to keep it on the counter. Really nice. Noah just went ahead and loaded up the rest of the dishes in the dishwasher, but I told him I'd go ahead and just wash these ones up by hand. But I'm curious because I swear I have had like a week. I mean, there's been a lot of different things going on. I'm just always reminded like that first week of summer when all the kids are home. It is hard, especially when you work from home. Like it's so nice you don't have to get childcare or anything, but on the other hand, it's just like, it's hard because your kids want your attention because you're right at home working, but also it's like, you've got to get things done. So for all of my moms out there who work from home, who also have their kids at home with them, let me know like your tips and tricks, like anything that works really well for you. I feel like I do get into a good swing, but it's like every year, every summer, I kind of like forget and I have to refigure it out again. So I was also gonna say like, I will probably share like some summer routine videos, but I always have like 2 different ones basically. I have my beginning of summer routine where I'm trying things out, like this is like my goal routine. And then I have the end of summer routine where like this is kind of where we landed and things that work and that like stuck. So I will end up sharing both of those. By the way, this like Bon Ami stuff, I've used it probably since like 2018 or 2019. It's just incredible. I love it so much. Also, I spray painted this last week, I think. And I kind of made a comment about it in the video. And so many of you guys were like, oh yeah, I thought it was weird at first, but then I was like totally down with it. And then some of you were just like, I love it. I'm going to spray paint everything. So I loved all your guys' feedback on my like random spray paint. But yeah, definitely let me know if you work from home any days with kids. Let me know like any tips and tricks that work really well to make things go a little bit smoother. And also just give a context of like how old your kids are. We're gonna do some protein pasta. This is from Thrive Market, which if you haven't tried out Thrive Market, they're just awesome. They have a ton of stuff. They price match, but it's like an online grocery store. Anyway, so I do have a discount code. It's not sponsored, but I do have a discount code from them that'll give you a free gift and a discount with your first, I think like maybe the first box or the first few boxes. Anyway, it's good stuff. But we're gonna add this into our pasta water. While that cooks, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and we're gonna make some pancake mix muffins. For this recipe, all you're going to need is pancake mix, which I like to use Kodiak cakes. It has a little extra protein, and honestly, it just tastes a lot better than the other stuff. 1 cup of pancake mix, 1 cup of milk of choice. This can be 1 egg, and then if you like, add like half a cup of add-ins. And something that I haven't done in the past, but I bet you could, maybe we just added in, I don't know, a little bit of oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
What do you think? Should we try it?
I mean, you can always try stuff.
So I am gonna add some in, but I'm just gonna like sprinkle. So maybe that's like a 1/3 cup. Okay, then we're gonna add in 1 cup of milk.
An egg?
1 egg. Okay, then we're gonna give this a good mix, and then we'll add in the chocolate chips. We're gonna use a mini muffin tin, and this one is nice. I like it because it's silicone, so you don't have to do like liners or anything. I'm just going to start hard boiling some eggs. This is one of my favorite, like constantly used kitchen tools. There's a bunch of different ways that you can boil your eggs, but I feel like this is just very foolproof and very effortless. So you put them in, you add in the right amount of water, and then you plug it in and press the button.
Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, so I want to say this is Calrose rice. I just always know the bag at the store, but I think that's Calrose rice. It's what makes sticky rice. So
Sticky rice?
sticky rice.
It's hard to stay real in a world full of fakes. It's hard to find truth when the liars are great. I'm trying my best to stay out of your way. Oh.
Okay, so for the pasta salad, this is not super planned out, so you can kind of just grab whatever you have. The
Beans.
cooked protein pasta, we're just gonna add it in our bowl. And then we're gonna get some chickpeas. If you have like white beans, that would actually be really good. I'd probably prefer the white beans. Noah is obviously my youngest. He's just turned 10. This is like regular knives now, but when my kids were younger, I started them with like plastic serrated knives. I'll link them down below if you have young kids, but I feel like it's really good to teach you. Like, remember you used to use those?
But they did actually work.
They did work. But they're not really gonna hurt themselves, so it's just nice to like start teaching them, and they can like cut alongside you as you're cooking dinner and stuff. And it's, I don't know, I really like it.
I loved it too.
Yeah, so I just have some turkey pepperoni.
Turkey.
And you can use the mini, or you can get these ones, and then I just like quartered them real quick.
Be a shell. I'm okay being me. You say you don't judge and your friends all agree. They see you for you, but they don't see what I see.
I like doing Italian, or I actually really like Greek dressing. I think it's really yummy. A little ice bath for our eggs. Also, like bell peppers could be good in this. You want to add this in. How good and colorful that is. So we're gonna add in some of that feta cheese that we got from Costco. You could also add in like Parmesan, but the crumbles are so good.
Stay out of your way. Oh well, oh well. You talk a big talk, but got nothing to say. You hold it.
I wish you guys were here. It smells phenomenal.
It's smelling good.
It's smelling really good.
have 4 sets of 4. The ones we're gonna do is like a yogurt and granola /yogurt and berries. And then I wanna do one with like nuts and meats and cheeses. And then I found these pretzel crackers at the store, so I thought those would be fun. First, we have a little bit of leftover hummus from like a big jar. So we're gonna start with this. The next one, we just have some yogurt.
Wow.
This one was already open, but then we'll use the one that we got from Costco once this is gone. And then we have some granola, and then we have some berries. All right, the next one we're gonna do little turkey bites, chop up some cheese, and then we'll add in some macadamia nuts. We're gonna do a bunch of produce prep. Yep. My favorite way to store our veggies is in mason jars, and then I like to use either these white plastic caps or the wooden ones as opposed to the metal ones that they usually come with, just because, I don't know, it seems to be a lot easier. But the mason jars do a really good job of keeping your produce more fresh for much longer. These carrots are actually from Costco. I had them from a different time I went. And they're already done, which is super nice. But just to keep them lasting a little longer, I am gonna wash them and then not store them in the bag.
Taking one more breath beside you, so I could find strength to divide us. Gave it all we got, and I know we did the best we could. If I could go back, undo the mess, I would memorize your face before I go. But this is how we grow. Gotta give it up sometimes, let's go.
If you cut your lettuce, it seems like it browns a lot quicker, so I just tear it like this. And then I leave the big leaves, so this way they're ready for either like lettuce boats. Then if you want a salad, I'll literally just take a handful of these and like rip them apart into your salad. And it's just nice because this takes like no time. They're big leaves. And then I'll either store them in like a plastic bag with a paper towel if we don't have a lot of room in the fridge, which we're filling it up right now. Or if we do have a lot more room, then I have a good container that I like to use.
But this is how we grow. Gotta give it up sometimes, it's gold. And knowing when to kill your pride. There's no one to blame, nothing really stays the
Let me tell you guys, it feels so incredible to have the fridge fully stocked with not just food, but like actual prepped out snacks, things like that, a few little meal starters. If you don't do meal prep, I would really encourage you to try it. It really does make a big difference because you can take a couple of hours. You can even do this quicker. You can do it honestly in like 1 hour if you're just really focused, but it will make your week go so much smoother. It'll encourage you and your entire family to eat a lot healthier. It's just all around so good. Plus, I feel like there's a lot less food waste when you take a little bit of time to prep things out. So I do hope today's video gave you some encouragement to do a little bit of food prep and meal prep for the busy summer ahead. I hope you guys are having an incredible day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
What's up, guys? We are back, and we are going to be cutting and prepping some food. Golden Ramsay over here.
You're Gordon Ramsay. I like.
Cut.
Cut.
All right, goodbye, guys.